What an unmitigated disaster last night's Iowa Caucus was. It's a total meltdown. Confusion grips Iowa with no official results in sight. I call BS on that. Yeah, oh man. What a mess yesterday was. Pretty much like it was clear Bernie Sanders was going to win the Iowa Caucus, yet some quality control in the last minute by this defunct app led to Pete Buttigieg declaring he was the winner before the official results came out, and then he gave his speech, and then afterwards Elizabeth Warren gave her speech, and then Joe Biden gave his speech, and then Bernie Sanders, basically it was a participation trophy speeches, saying like everybody is a winner. Because, it was very clear. It was very clear to me that Bernie Sanders won, Joe Biden flopped, and basically the Democrats, basically the establishment media is trying to cover up that fact. Yeah, because the biggest winner might have been Joe Biden. According to the Iowa interest poll, he was hovering close to the viability threat of 15% statewide, but the questions around the vote count started to obscure a potentially poor performance. The former vice president, facing ugly headlines, couldn't get out of Iowa fast enough. And as you see here, Andrew Yang was outpolling Joe Biden in various points of this caucus. The Democrats had 3 years to do something about this, and they fucked it up in the most hilarious and tragic way. Because because Bernie was the clear winner. His campaign knew the fuckery the DNC was going to do and had their own internal polls keeping count. Basically, the Sanders campaign reported that it receives 29.7% of the vote, followed by Mayor Pete Buttigieg at 24.6%, then Elizabeth Warren at 21.2%, and then Joe Biden was fourth at 12.4%. Well, he was fifth behind Amy Klobuchar until the last couple of minutes, so I don't know about that. And somehow there was this app for quality control which involved a former Hillary campaign head, Robbie Mook. How the fuck wasn't Robbie Mook fired after that disaster of a 2016 election where he ignored the Rust Belt? The dude ignored the part of the country where Trump won easily, yet the Democrats had a great idea of keeping this guy working as part of this app with Shadow Inc. How dumb are these people? You just got the conspiracy theories going, just having your name Shadow Inc. And as it turned out, the guys around Shadow Inc. were Pete Buttigieg supporters. Because as it turns out, him and Joe Biden's campaign paid Shadow Inc. They paid Shadow Inc. Yeah, them and Nevada Democrats. Because look what happened. These people are idiots. They left the PIN number. And the dudes changed the vote. Look what Pete's team did. Result before rounding, 3.2. That does not equal 4. That equals 3. They're clearly cheating. It's very obvious the Pete campaign, along with the Shadow Inc. app, was cheating. It takes no conspiracy. You can just see it right in front of your face. Okay, 3.6. That does not round to 2. Wow. Unbelievable. They got caught. what embarrassing shit show by the Democrat Party last night. They clearly do not want an outsider like Bernie Sanders to win, because he's a self-avowed socialist. The party's going to be stuck with that label. Yeah, the party's going to be stuck with that label. So basically, the establishment is trying to do anything they can to knock out Bernie Sanders without losing his base. Because the Democrat Party really wanted to nail Bernie. They could nail him on the right, from the right, about his like communist history, but they don't. They try to hit him from the left with like sexism and racism smears when it's pretty obvious he's not. And he's been consistently non-racist, sexist. I mean, he's been consistently social justice since the 60s, man, since the civil rights movement. None of the Democrats can say that. I mean, Bernie Sanders been consistently left-wing and progressive. And now Joe Biden's team is threatening to file a lawsuit not to get the results out, because it's pretty clear like it was a disaster for Joe Biden in Iowa. Because it's obvious he's not the front runner, and he was being propped up by the mainstream media. And there are some conspiracies that said that Joe Biden is not really running for president. Like, he basically made that run basically as a part of the narrative, you know what I'm saying, like to shield himself from federal investigation for all of his Ukraine shit. And basically to keep the impeachment saga going on. Like, here's back to Shadow Inc. They kept it. And the fact is, they kept it secret. These dudes, this is just massive. It's one thing to be corrupt, but it's another thing to be corrupt and incompetent. And that's what we're seeing here. Look at this shit. Pete for America, Gillibrand, Biden. Unbelievable. And when you get deeper into it, it's pretty clear, like, this is like a deep state, like a deep state operation. Unbelievable how much of a shit show that Iowa Caucus is. And then the Republicans had their own, and Trump overwhelmingly won. And there was a lot more voters for the Republican one than for the there's a lot more Republicans vote for Trump than the Democrats all combined. So it's pretty clear that Trump's going to win Iowa. And the biggest winner out of all of this effery was Donald Trump last night, because it pretty much confirms the DNC is corrupt and they're incompetent. Like a lot of these cats think like all of this political intrigue is like the West Wing. Nah, it ain't like the West Wing. Or is it like House of Cards? Nah, this is like Veep, man. This has totally been Veep, and Democrats have lost a lot of credibility after that fracas. So follow me, JohnClem310 on Twitter. If you like this video, please share it around and subscribe, because the YouTube algorithm doesn't have much love for black libertarians in California. All right, peace out.